It was a most unusual day. From the west, a cold front, riding in high on the jet stream. From the Gulf of Mexico, a low mass of moist, warm, unstable air heading northward. And when they collided, it became the day of the killer tornadoes. From early morning, the Weather Service warnings were out. From the Gulf to the Canadian border.
The tornado watch for this area has now been changed to tornado warning.
At 9:30 in the morning, the first tornado touches down in an open field in Indiana. By early afternoon, as the turbulence grows, the watches and warnings are coming thick and fast. Tornadoes are hitting Tennessee, Georgia, Ohio, 2 in Illinois, 2 more in Indiana. Another sighted near Hardinsburg, Kentucky, heading toward Brandenburg, a sleepy little river town 25 miles southwest of Louisville. At the radio station, just west of town, announcer Bill Byrne receives a telephone call telling of its coming. The only warning, a last-second shout, and in 30 seconds, 31 people will die. In Louisville, upriver, an alarm sounds in the newsroom at WHAS, the local emergency broadcast station.
Jeff, we got a tornado warning. Give me the emergency action cartridge.
A tornado warning has been issued for part of Kentuckiana. WHAS now transmits a tone to activate special receivers.
The severe thunderstorm warning has been changed to a tornado warning for Metro Louisville, Jefferson County, including Meade.
In the sky above, Dick Gilbert, the station's airborne traffic reporter, is already keeping watch.
Okay, Dick, what can you see at this point?
Well, we do have a pretty wild and rugged weather picture on our hands here, so be prepared for it as you're driving. Let's see here. I don't actually physically see any tornado activity at the moment, but it does look highly suspicious down there in the southwest.
Fire department.
This is Dave Reeves at the weather station,
We have a tornado reported on the ground in the Brandenburg vicinity.
and it's headed toward Louisville. And we think the
Siren should be activated at the present time. Okay, hit the yellow alert. Fire department. Yes, it's tornado warning. Turn your television on, listen for further instructions.
Well, it's a spectacular sight. The low clouds, very black low clouds. Let's see. At the moment, they're just about over Bowman Field out, and it is swirling around, and it looks like smoke underneath it. There is no real tight, definitive tornado as such. It's still turning in a large... Yes, there's one now.
Okay, John Burke is on the phone at this time. John, I understand that you've got the tornado sighted there.
But here comes the wind. We're hitting winds up the good gracious sakes alive.
How high is the wind speed at this time?
There's 50 right there. My golly, the whole thing's going. Hear it? I'm going. Come on. Okay.
The huge funnel touches down at the state fairgrounds south of the city, then heads direct for downtown. WHAS TV, head cameraman Bert Broman grabs his camera and runs for the roof. The storm roars through just east of the central business district of Louisville, then swings northeast and begins smashing the suburbs. 90 miles northeast at the Cincinnati airport.
This is Cincinnati weather. Hamilton County Radio. Go ahead with your traffic. The Versailles, Indiana says he's just been picking up numerous reports. The funnel's dipping up and down.
Attention all cars and departments and all county broadcast. Macaron, Cincinnati, Hamilton County Civil Defense.
The national warning system alerts Leora Macaron, the county civil defense director.
Civil Defense to Weather Service. What is the location of the tornado?
13 miles southwest of Greater Cincinnati Airport, moving toward the northeast, 50 miles per hour.
Okay, I'm going to sound the sirens.
Is this a test? What's the matter with the sirens? Are they stuck?
What do we have to do to get these damn sirens turned off?
This is not a test. This is an
For the first time in 17 years, the civil defense sirens are sounding in earnest. At WCKY, the local emergency broadcast station.
The National Weather Service says it has sighted a tornado near the Greater Cincinnati Airport. Here is the National Weather Service with the latest report.
It is a funnel cloud. It looks to be about 200 feet off. No, now it is touching the ground.
What is it doing now?
Heading directly toward Hamilton County.
This family of tornadoes that's just southwest of the city now, it's going to go up the west side of the city and through the northwest side of the city.
Quickly, the Emergency Operating Center is manned by civil defense and members of the Hamilton County Disaster Council, representing police, fire, sheriff's office, rescue, the Red Cross, the Greater Cincinnati Hospital Association, and the Academy of Medicine.
Attention all cars and departments, this station on emergency traffic only. Unit with emergency, go ahead. We have spotted a tornado in Green Township. It is really big.
A huge funnel rips across the Ohio River, passes just west of Cincinnati, roars on through Hamilton County.
Straight towards Bridgetown Road, you can see debris and everything flying through the air over there. 913, 914, we have a touchdown 5800 Westport. Extensive damage, people screaming for help. Get by, it just passed LJ. Wolfleet headed northeast towards 275. Wolfleet and Creek, a house exploded. 460. Creek and Plainfield is a shambles. 962, go ahead. This whole neighborhood, Hutchison Road, has been wiped out. Houses leveled, wires, poles, and power down. You better send everything you can get over here. Everything we got's rolling, 962. Hey, Handsome? Handsome! How many people you got injured up there? We got about 40 or 50 people injured inside of town. Board up something bad. Did you want me to put it out on the hospital network? Yeah, you might as well do it. This is General Control. I want to advise the hospitals on a net for just a moment to start checking their capacities out and be ready for any casualties. Over.
The Hamilton County Elmwood Police Chief. This is a disaster area. There are live Cincinnati and we need help.
They also have the same problem, Elmwood. We're trying to see what we can do for you. Civil Defense, Hamilton County Radio.
Civil Defense. Go ahead.
The City of Elmwood is requesting all possible assistance that can be rendered. They have advised that their city is now a disaster. Lincoln Heights, were you clear on sending your fire and life squad companies to Elmwood?
We're going to have to check. Fire department's on the scene. That's where it hit the last time.
Okay, 452. I understand fire units on the scene.
The storm front keeps marching north toward Dayton and the smaller city of Xenia, a dozen miles to the east. For Bob Stewart, the Xenia city manager, and his wife, today is a special day, their 20th wedding anniversary.
Hello.
Hey, happy anniversary. Why don't you stop down around 5 and I'll buy you a drink?
Gee, it looks kind of nasty out. Do you really think we ought to go off and leave the kids?
Well, it is a little cloudy and so on, but just play it by ear and see what's going on then, okay? I'll see you.
Jim, could you take care of this, please?
In the National Weather Service office at Dayton Airport.
Hey, could you broadcast this in a hurry? Tornado warning is in effect for Montgomery and Greene counties until 5 p.m. this evening. Radar report indicates
A possible tornado sighted 25 miles northeast of Cincinnati. Be moving to the northeast at approximately 50 miles an hour.
Roger, let's try the 25-mile scope and see what...
At Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, the commanding general, Herbie Jarvis, is checking the storm on the radar scope.
Right now, and it's moving up to the Bellbrook area at this time.
Well, I'm concerned about an aircraft that's inbound from Chanute. Can we circumnavigate, get him in the right path, or should we divert him?
In the newsroom at station WHIO, weatherman Gil Whitney is watching his radar.
That's what I think it is. We better do something about it, Skip. Cameras to the studio. Cameras to the studio. Prepare for weather set. Prepare weather set. Here's a weather bulletin from WHIO's Insta Weather Radar Station. Insta Weather Radar now shows a tornado developing in northeastern Warren County. Let's take a look at it. At 50 miles, the tornado is indicated by that strong echo to the southeast corner of the center of the screen. That familiar 6 hook now developing off the bottom of that tornado, thunderstorm rather. The track apparently is taking it from northeastern Warren County into southeastern Montgomery County into central Greene County.
At Centerville Police Station, 10 miles south of Dayton.
Units, there's been a funnel cloud sighted in the south part of the township. Start running your sirens and your loudspeakers.
Attention all cars, departments, agencies, Montgomery County. A funnel cloud has been spotted in Washington Township, Montgomery County.
At Miami Valley Disaster Services in Dayton, the director, Dick Burrows, picks up the message.
Centerville Police Department, Mrs. Link.
This is Burroughs. Do you have a funnel sighted?
Right out our window.
Is it touching the ground?
It has not touched down now.
What?
Oh, dear. It's just right there. Right out our window.
Right outside your window.
God, yes.
Well.
Give any words of wisdom.
You just hang right in there, honey.
This storm is severe, a massive storm. The track indicated by the hook in our radar screen is now moving into the city of Xenia. Persons in the city of Xenia and along the track just south of it, Arrowhead, Xenia, Central State, should take cover immediately.
Not many in Xenia hear his warning. One who doesn't is the engineer on a fast freight just pulling into Xenia Junction, slowing down before it hits the downtown crossings.
We got one now, and it's going down. It's on the ground.
On the ground where?
Due east of Centerville Station in Greene County.
The tornado hits Arrowhead Platte, a subdivision just south of Xenia, then goes ripping and roaring toward the heart of the city. Bruce Boyd, a young high school student, grabs his 8mm camera and films its coming. At City Hall.
Hello.
Hey, Bonnie, I can see a tornado coming. Get the kids and get to the basement.
We saw it too. We're on our way.
Aboard the train, the engineer sees it coming too, begins sounding a frantic warning.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Fairborn.
Xenia had just been hit by a tornado, and the place is torn to pieces. They're asking for fire equipment, police equipment, and ambulances.
At Wright-Patterson Field.
Keith, activate the Disaster Preparedness Center.
In minutes, an emergency medical convoy is assembling outside the base hospital, and a heavy construction battalion is also being dispatched to Xenia.
Attention, Box 21. Attention, Box 21. Code 400.
Xenia's rescue squads are rallying, and in nearby Dayton, the crack volunteer rescue group known as Box 21 is also responding to the alarm.
1658, KKJ 558.
In Xenia.
Dick, I've got to get a hold of the hospital and find out whether they can handle any more patients. Can you contact them?
Yes, sir, will do. 45 eastbound, completely tied up.
Both City Hall and County Courthouse are wrecked, and there is no emergency operating center equipped to deal with this kind of crisis. Bob Stewart and his staff find an undamaged office in the Greene County Jail and go to work by flashlight.
And see if you can get with the Red Cross people about what kind of sources of water and food they're going to have.
Okay, I'll get in touch with Civil Defense and the Red Cross. The biggest hang-up we've got, of course, is the railroad.
Okay, we've got what? Main Street block?
Mains block, Markets block, 2nd Street block.
I'm Colonel Hartman from Wright Pat. Colonel, good to see you.
I'm here with a convoy of heavy equipment and about 120 men. Where do you want it?
Well, the biggest thing I want to get on right now is down on West Main Street, Bob. I got 4 railroad cars across the street down there. I'd like to get that opened up as soon as we can. If you got the equipment, let's
we
try
got
that
it. Just
first.
show us where you want us to go.
Okay.
Nearly half of Xenia lies in ruins, but darkness hides the damage. Airmen from Wright-Patterson bring in an emergency generator, run lights into the county commissioner's office to serve as a makeshift operating center. All night long, Bob Stewart and his staff will be improvising desperately, trying to bring the situation under control.
Boone, we have perimeter control established around the entire city now with 26 points. Is that right, Chief?
That's right.
You having any complaints of looting yet, Chief, or anything?
I've had just a few, but they're minor so far.
Great.
And rescue workers are moving through the night, searching for injured and bodies. At nightfall, a new wave of tornadoes starts sweeping the south. In Alabama, they slash through Guin, Jasper, Lafayette, heading north toward Huntsville.
Here's the latest bulletin, Nell. A hook echo indicating tornado activity has now located over northern Lawrence County. The tornado is on the ground at Langtown, or 26 miles west of the city of Huntsville, taking everything along as it goes.
In Huntsville, Civil Defense Director Harris Mitchell already has the Emergency Operating Center on alert.
Give it to Philip and have him plot it on the map. Mr. Wiseman, here we are. Put the warning out again.
Persons in trailer courts and mobile homes elsewhere are urged to evacuate and get to a place of safety.
If there's anyone in there, you better take cover. There's a tornado coming.
A tornado is visible here at the airport. Projected path next few minutes will put it in the Harvest, Tony, Meridianville, Hazel Green areas of the county.
We got a spot that headed our way. This thing is probably up above Harvest. Now you can see it when the clouds flash. It is down. Here goes 41 Huntsville. Hit by this tornado. It's almost on top. I have to think about it for right now.
The first touchdown comes at Harvest, a small crossroads community west of the city.
This house is completely gone, and then there's 3 more brick houses here completely gone. I don't know whether people are home or not. I can't find anybody out here.
The searchers find 3 victims, a mother and her 2 small children. Their bodies blown and tumbled a quarter mile through the muddy fields. A grieving father, still alive, but with a broken back.
Got a big fall spotted north, an awful big one. I can hear it now. Sarge, you better get out there in a hurry, because that thing is moving fast. It's crossing the highway right now.
A second twister has cut through the Harvest area, right on the heels of the first. And the injured begin pouring into Huntsville Hospital.
Agnew Ambulance Service has just asked other ambulances in surrounding communities to come and give assistance. All available ambulances in Huntsville are now dispatched to the tornado scenes. They need your help.
Soon, blood supplies begin to run low.
And we're running out of O positive and O negative.
All right, how many O negative do you need?
Huntsville Hospital is running dangerously low on their supply of blood. The Red Cross is opening their blood center. They ask that blood donors report to 701 Andrew Jackson Way immediately.
We need some help up here. We've had 4 different tornadoes to hit us, and there's another one on the way. Can you send us up some blood by highway patrol?
At 10:50, an enormous new funnel.
What's its course?
Directly at us.
Well, let's get out of here.
Now, you can see this tornado very plain. It's coming just about straight in toward the park right now. How fast is it moving? It's moving fast.
First sighting of the Governor's Drive at the Space Museum, Colonel.
Space Museum is the first sighting. Mr. Wiseman?
The tornado keeps coming through the heart of town, directly toward Huntsville Hospital.
Get this patient inside. Get everybody away from the windows.
We're going to have to roll you out in the hall for just a few minutes. Hang on now.
Are there any casualties with the one on Governor's Drive yet? Not any so far, no. Seem to be following the easterly path toward Parkway City Shopping Center.
It's on the ground all the way.
Still on the ground.
Dispatch somebody to the hospital.
Get Colonel Denny on the phone.
How many injuries?
Get to the National Guard out.
Ages.
41 Huntsville, advise him that there's pilers all down. We can't get out here.
10-4, civil defense and HPD have been notified.
We got about 5 trailers overturned here. It took the roof off this grocery store, took the power lines down, debris all over the highway.
Couldn't advise if there's any injuries.
We've had 1 slight injury out here.
Brandenburg, It looked like this in the morning.
We had a tornado. That would be the understatement of the year.
Oh my goodness, it just popped and cracked. It's like 100,000 tons of bombs dropped. And the wind was blowing everywhere in the world so strong, you couldn't tell what all was going on.
And then I heard a roaring noise, and I saw what I thought to be smoke and stuff coming up over the hill, but it was a black cloud of wind, dirt, and everything coming up over the hill. And my little grandson asked me what it was, and I told him I thought it sounded like a train, but I knew it wasn't. And it just hit, and that's it.
Huntsville. The last big twister has ripped through Redstone Arsenal, leveled a trailer village. Louisville. Xenia. Miles of sheer destruction and stunned survivors still in shock.
It was just a big roar, and I don't know. It was just terrible.
It sounded like a big train whistle, and we were right underneath the front of it. I've never seen anything like it, and I don't want to again.
You come and you see your home, and 2 seconds later, it's all gone.
Just a nightmare. Just a nightmare.
The town is torn in a million pieces.
I was in the Battle of St. Lo and the Battle of the Bulge in World War II, and I never saw anything like this. This just happened so sudden, it's worse.
We have found parts of the bodies here. We've found parts of all the bodies, but we've got to go back and hunt for some more.
A million pieces and problems to match. Bodies still being pulled from the wreckage. Gas mains burning. Water lines broken. The train wreck still blocking some of the rescue routes. To make matters worse, snow and cold. National Guardsmen patrolling the streets use burning oil drums to warm their hands. One explodes, and 2 of the Guardsmen sleeping in an unheated store die as the building goes up in flames. This is what tornado winds can do. And this.
Mrs. Wilson, could you tell us what you found when you got home?
A mess. One big, super colossal mess.
Could you describe some of it for us? Some of the things?
Well, chicken feathers in a skillet. Chicken feathers in a bowl that was in a refrigerator with a lid on it.
Where did the chicken come from?
From a chicken farm just below us down here. They had quite a number of chickens, and we got quite a number of feathers.
In less than 24 hours, they counted 147 tornadoes, and the damage is enormous. All in all, more than $600 million. Homes, businesses, stores, thousands of unsafe buildings to be searched, shuttered, marked off limits, and disaster for the people who owned them.
You got a house for sale here?
Sure, $1.50. Have everything you want.
The house for sale, huh?
Yeah. It stood up. We were in it when the tornado went through. So, if you want it, you can have it. $1.50 plus tax.
Some take it philosophically. Others can't.
What can you do? We've lost everything that we've had.
But most refuse to give up.
Do you have any idea yet what you're going to do?
No, sir, I don't. I don't know what we do yet. Try to get our things, a few things we can get, and store them somewhere and try to start again.
But starting over won't be easy. Help will be needed. The president's declared 10 states to be major disaster areas, eligible for federal assistance in all its many forms. One-stop disaster centers are set up to handle home, farm, and small business loans, food stamps, shelter, trailers, and other temporary housing. A score of other programs. And help is coming from every direction. Red Cross, Salvation Army, all the military services, Corps of Engineers, the National Guard, to clean up and restore essential services. Rescue squads from hundreds of miles away, volunteers of every kind.
What a mess. What a mess. Well, it'll all work out, I guess. It's just too bad. There's an awful loss here. My, these people, I feel so sorry for them. But I want to say one thing. The neighbors and the people have been outstanding, really outstanding.
Well, I'll tell you, I've restored my faith in mankind with everybody. There's always so much talk about people, they don't care about each other. No way. There's no way. These people over here bust their backs. Money, anything you want. If I took all the offers that people gave me, I'd be a millionaire.
April 3rd, 1974, the day of the killer tornadoes. They killed 307 people in 11 states and 8 more in Canada. In Brandenburg, with no sirens, no weather wire, 31 dead. In Xenia, 33. In Louisville, Cincinnati, Huntsville, the story was different. They had warning, planning, emergency operating centers.
And Hamilton County around Cincinnati lost only 4 lives, Louisville 3, Huntsville none at all. Was it just luck, coincidence? Well, quite possibly it was. But warning can save lives. And that was another day when civil defense paid off. And the people who lived through it will never forget.
You look at it and see that crowd and you think, oh, that's just not going to happen to me. That happens to other people, and surely it's not going to hit us. And it did.
I just hope to God next time somebody listens to when there's a tornado warning out, I know they will